Oh, my favorite faces. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about a movie called Bang Bang Baby. It came out in 2014 and it stars Jane Levy and Justin Chatwin. Now this one's kinda odd. Alright, I've shown this movie to a few people and they're always like, yeah, I'm not sure what we watched, but I probably won't watch that one again. But trust me, if you're niche like I am with little movies that are like this, you're gonna like it. Hear me out. It's kind of like a 1960s rockabilly sci-fi horror-esque with Tromaville creatures is the best way I can describe the movie. So Jane Levy stars as Steffi, who's a teenage girl and has high hopes of becoming a Hollywood pop icon, singer, songwriter. And she also happens to have the biggest crush on pop singer Bobby Shore, played by Justin Chatwin. So Steffi enters this singing for the stars or be the next Hollywood star type competition, and who's gonna be there but Bobby Shore, coincidentally. So here comes old Bobby Shore rolling through town, and then breaks down, can't make it, and who finds him? Steffi. So she brings him on back to her house to stay, where she has to take care of an alcoholic dad, and he's a little bit skeeved out because he's all Hollywood and professional and clean and in this podunk town, and it's a little bit messy and they don't do things the way that he would do them. So he's a bit skeeved out by the whole thing, but he's being as polite as he can. So throughout the film, Steffi and Bobby Shore get pretty close and have this big old musical crazy experience, kind of like a dream, maybe. So everything seems to be going Steffi's way. She's now done a song with Bobby Shore. He's singing songs at the front porch of her dad's house, and they're all stargazing and lovey-dovey, and everything's just going absolutely perfect. That is, until the toxic chemical plant up the street from the town suddenly starts leaking this toxic fog. Steffi soon realizes that her, along with other inhabitants of the town, are starting to become those Tromaville-like creatures I was talking about earlier. Now all of this starts to happen after a weird scene where the creepy antagonist of the movie takes Steffi down to the chemical plant and basically tries to have his way with her. Now what the movie shows is that nothing happens and she escapes and goes back, but after that, the toxic chemicals start to leak out of the plant. So as everybody's turning into these creatures, Bobby Shore has done left, he's all freaked out, and then the creepy guy she ends up being with, because old Bobby Shore's not around anymore, and unfortunately that's her only option, she ends up having this guy's child. And the way the child is, and the way she acts towards the child, you don't know what's going on, and it's just mind-bending, because like I said, I've shown this to a few people, and I'm starting to feel that this whole movie is kind of a metaphor for a horrible crime, and also Steffi's way of dealing with it through these possible delusions. For me personally, it's more, as I've talked about in other videos, it's more the aesthetic. I love the way that the creators of this film built the world that they're in. It's cumbersome, but also cozy, if that makes any sense. And some of the shots are a little green screeny and small, but in an intentional way. And it just works with the whole vibe of the movie. And it goes into the music numbers, and they're not too long, and it's pretty funny. And obviously you can tell that Justin Chatwin is definitely lip singing over some country singer or something, and it's hilarious. It's an oddball film. I think if anybody is into just a laughable B-horror movie, you're definitely gonna love this one. And honestly, I'd like to hear any take on maybe the metaphor of the whole film. Definitely worth checking out. It's not winning any awards or anything, for sure. But I had a fun time watching it. I've watched it probably, I don't know, 3-4 times, I would say, overall. We'll probably watch it again if I have anybody that hasn't seen it. I'll show it to them. Anyway, if you get a little bit of time, check out the film. Maybe pop back here and let me know if you liked it.